Welcome to new viewers and welcome back old viewers to How's That Cuz. I have with me Kishore, Lalit, Naveen, Bhuvan, and Prashant. I am the host for this call. In this call, we will do the team by team preview for IPL 2026. And we will start off with Chennai Super Kings. You can say how we're doing this. We're going to take the IPL 25 table and we're going to run it backwards. We'll start with Chennai Super Kings. And like we have discussed in earlier calls also, we will go to the Chennai Super fan to tell us about how does he feel about Chennai Super Kings.
Uh, Slightly optimistic maybe,
Hmm.
but yeah, we'll have to see how does it pan out.
Okay. And I've just put the Chennai's record in last 2 years, last two IPLs,
Yeah,
24 and
so
25.
we can see a clear trend emerging, right? This shows two things. One, there was a mega auction, and two, how the grounds changed from 24 to 25.
Yeah.
So the Chennai ground has changed so much that it is not spinning anymore. It is a clear batting deck where you can easily score 200. We have seen that in the World Cup as well, of teams scoring near about 200 or more than 200. India scored 250 there almost. No, India scored 250 there.
Yeah, yeah,
So
not almost. It did. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it is a bit hard to think that you have let go of a fortress uh, for an even surface in a way. I believe if a deck is not spinning as much, I think that plays the opposition into play because spin is the only uh,
Major weapon. You think
yeah,
that
I
spin is a
think
major weapon?
which
Okay.
which can be used against any opposition right now. Like I don't think there are many spin playing players anymore, like good spin playing players anymore. So yeah. Yeah, looking at that, I think Chennai can still make up a team where it can score like 200 at the minimum. With the addition of Brevis last year and with the addition of Sanju this year, Rutu being fit again, and yeah, of course, MS is always there. So
Yeah. So how does okay? How do you feel about Sanju's trade? Right, that's the biggest thing about
Yeah,
CSK,
that
right?
is the biggest thing
How do you feel about
about
Sanju's
IPL
trade?
this time.
IPL itself this time is Sanju's trade.
I mean, I'm happy about Sanju. Like he'll perform, and he will be given the position of number one only. So yeah, I'll tell you my likely 12 of how it should look like maybe.
Okay.
So it should be Sanju, Matre,
Mm-hmm.
Rutu,
Okay.
Brevis at 4, Dube at
Okay.
5.
Mm-hmm.
If Veer is fit, Prashant Veer is fit, we'll play Prashant Veer.
So okay,
Else,
for the unknown, who I am amongst one of those, Prashant Veer is a middle order basher and an off spinner.
yes.
Okay.
So that gives us a added spinner in the top six. Else
He's a
there is
left-handed batter though.
And
yeah.
No, no,
Uh,
that's a question. That's not that's a question. He's a left-hander batter, right?
I'm not sure. I
Okay.
haven't seen Prashant Veer bat much,
Okay.
but
it is it his recent smack that brought
Yeah.
him close to that?
Who does
Yes.
he play for in SMAT?
UP.
Okay. So he must have had a good UP Premier League also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got picked because of UP.
He's a
Yeah,
left-hander.
he's a left-handed batter.
Okay.
He got picked because of UP
Mm-hmm.
the T20
Mm.
because I think auction happened before the SMAT.
Before or while Smart was going on, I
Why
think.
SMAT was going
Yeah.
on? Okay. Yeah.
So if Veer doesn't play because he's out with a shoulder injury, I would prefer Sarfaraz at 6 and then MS at 7. Uh, and then go with Shreyas Gopal, Ellis, Noor, Henry, and Khalil. So
Okay.
four foreigners would be Henry, Noor, Ellis, and Brevis. So we'll have foreign fast bowling to cover the lack of that we had previously. Because if we look at it, last year we conceded more than we scored. So the economy of CSK was 9.53, whereas the run rate was 8.65.
Yeah, we saw that, right? Like CSK
Yeah.
is bowling in the earlier video. If you had the opportunity, please go and see the earlier video that we have done on the statistical deep dive for IPL. The link will be in the description below. And also, please let us know if you want us to do more such videos. But yeah, Naveen was referring to that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and the other surprising part was at home we scored at around 45.5 in the power play and losing 2.5 wickets. But when we went away, it became 58 runs in the power play for the loss of 1.5 wickets. I think that also alludes to so the first half we played in Chennai, most of the part we played in Chennai, where we played with that rudimentary setup of Huda and Vijay Shankar and
Rahul Tripathi.
Rahul
And
Tripathi.
Rahul Tripathi.
Once we dropped them after the sixth match, we brought in Matre, we brought
But
in
isn't that
Woodville.
okay?
Hmm.
So my question, and this is not just to Naveen, to the group is, wasn't that always Chennai's template? Going with experienced Indian batters.
So
Going
that
with out of form players and bringing him like a master stroke and making them a better player.
so
But it
Not
did work
okay
though.
experienced.
It did work.
Not
Ajinkya
let's
is
it
still.
didn't work, and I think they've changed, which is the biggest thing. I've never thought Chennai would go that radical, and they went it in the middle of the season. They went
Yeah.
radical in the middle of the season. But that said, experienced. So how rate these four players: Ajinkya Rahane, Deepak Hooda, Rahul
There
Tripathi.
was Raidu as well, by the way.
No, okay. Raido came in around 29-30, I guess. I didn't care. I don't think he came
Mhm.
later than that.
Decent,
And who is the
decent key
fourth one?
scorer.
So, yeah, I would still put, wouldn't you still put Ajinkya Rahane for that particular role of power play a little higher than the other three?
True,
Sorry.
but the thing was, I mean, Vijay Shankar was performing well in SMAT. I mean, that is why he got picked. But
So,
yeah, having
that is
said
the
that,
thing.
So okay,
Vijay
okay, okay.
Shankar,
Let's go back on the players, right? Vijay Shankar, Rahul
Rahul
Deepak
Tripathi,
Huda,
Tripathi,
Rahul Tripathi.
Deepak
Deepak
Hooda,
Hooda, that.
Ajinkya Rahane.
Uh,
Mm.
On
and for
talent,
their
who would you
roles,
pick? On their roles, okay.
specific, being a little
Yeah, I mean,
specific.
these guys are middle orders, right? Except for Tripathi, all of them
Yeah.
play middle order. Huda and Vijay Shankar play middle order. Uh,
So
yeah, you would of course go for Rahane because he's a like I don't. I mean, don't you think something changed in his batting when he came to CSK, where he became
He did. He
more
did.
striking
That is true.
capability
yeah,
came when
yeah.
That is true.
But
He did become
if you're
like a better
talking about
batter.
Chennai chooses experience over this, Rahul Tripathi's experience cannot be counted as experience, Solomon. No
yeah.
disrespect to him, but that cannot be counted as experience.
So
I think
yeah, we have, but we still bought in Sanju
Now,
to
yeah.
still have that experience bit. And with Rutu at three, I mean, he is also quite experienced and now captain as well. So Rutu at three, and the only outliers in a way are Matre and Veer, because even Dubey is experienced. And Brevis is also now because he's playing for South Africa for like a year and a half. So even he is kind of experienced for like quite a lot. So yeah, still sticking to the template of kind of median age players only in a way. There are only two, three outliers that we have.
Navin, where do you think that the team, or which phase do you think your team needs to
I mean,
work
if
on?
we look at
CSK
overall
needs to improve on?
scores, like the overall
Yeah.
average score of CSK was 174, which is not that great if we look at IPL. IPL, I think.
Especially last year's Chennai ground
Yeah,
taken
yeah.
into
I
account.
think 190 was the bare minimum for you. 185, 190 was the bare minimum for you to get. So you're anyway, your average is 10 runs low. So that is pretty damning in that way.
So
And only
batting
your
improvement.
star-studded performer last year for the second half were Matre and
Brevis.
Brevis. And for the whole season was Noor. So there are only three
Hmm.
people performing last year. So last year was a complete write-off where the first half you tried something, the second half you tried something else. You liked what happened in the second half, and that is how you took the decisions in the auction.
So you're saying there's only one way to go. Every in every department there's only one way to go.
Yeah, I think two things to add for it is one, why the ground switched. I think when they understood that the Indian batter's ability to play spin is going down, like even at domestic level, you're not finding like even Smart and all of them, even those are being played on some true pitches. So if you're trying to build a team who are spin bashers or spin people who can play spin well, that is a talent that is going down. So I think that is why the switch might have happened, where even they are like, let us not try to build spin pitches and we go for some heavy hitting pitches, and that might be one. And two, the only thing is, I don't know who will give them such a big finishing kick unless Brevis and Dubé every game are batting after 16th and 17th over. That is the only thing, because Prashant Veer is untested and Dhoni is not the Dhoni of
Dhoni will
what we.
still bat 5 balls or 8
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
So
So,
Yeah.
so that is the only
Yeah,
thing
we
I.
don't have someone like a Jadeja anymore for you to do
But
it.
isn't Jadeja also you have to talk about new age finisher. I think Dubé is doing it, but as Kishore said, that would mean that Dubé needs to regularly come a little low and
Mm.
Yeah,
bat
I have put Dubé at 5. He might
fine. But if you have
six
some
as
early
well.
wickets down, if he comes
No,
around
then
round 4,
Sarfaraz
But
pops
the
in.
problem is he cannot start that quickly with a pace, right? He needs to
exactly.
start
Yeah.
off with a spin and then he needs
Yeah.
to continue. But the problem is, if he needs to start off against spin, he has to come in at eighth or ninth over.
But I
But
And
don't
then
think,
stay till 17th.
looking at last year, his spin versus pace was decent enough. Not that different. Even internationally, it's not that different.
Yeah, I think his pace bowling. I think it went the other way, where
yeah,
not completely,
not
but
uh,
completely, but
actually
mm,
his pace playing against pace got improved and playing against spin slightly depreciated.
Yeah.
But I think you're mainly banking on him to be the finisher.
no,
So
the
that's
thing, yeah, him to be finished. And no, the thing is, he even always got the launch was as a spinner, right? Like for him to free his arms or free his the stroke plate always came against spin, and then the moment even once he got that freeness, he was able to play the spin and pace equally well. So that is where I don't know. I think uh, the Prashant Veer bet is good, but you'll have to see how well that comes off, because the bowling that youngster might face, and if you want him to finish, it'll be a bit of a unfinished product, and he'll learn this season. So that is one thing. So this is where if they could find somebody, I think Matthew Short. I don't know Matthew Short how they're going to use Matthew Short, but if they can fit in Matthew Short, it might be a great option for them.
Matthew
Then
Short is also like a top order batter.
yeah, so this is where the problem is. So that is where I didn't get them. I thought they would go for a strong finisher in the auction, but they went with a heavy Indian
yeah.
Indian pull talent.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, this
this
auction
is
does.
kind of a correction for last year where you wanted a better bowling lineup. So
So
hence you got in.
you
Is
But
had
that's the thing,
Gakpo
right? To both to
injured?
Kishore's and your point, right? If you look at how CSK fared in comparison to other teams last year, uh, in power play they are the worst team in terms of batting, and in middle overs, that is between 6 to 14, they were the ninth best team. So that's one better than the worst team. Whereas in bowling, right, you were never that bad. I mean, you're in power play, you were the sixth best
No,
team.
you were
But in
saying
mid,
you were never that bad. I'll tell you why. With the scores of 165, 170, even if teams chase it down, we are still looking at 8.5 only, right?
so no, the teams
Economy
can chase
of
it down quickly, right? So teams can chase
No,
it
they
down quickly.
haven't. They haven't. So even Mumbai chased down a total in 15.4. Mumbai chased down 176 in 15.4. That is the only outlier with 11.3. Rest
No, no.
everyone was near and around CSK only.
So yeah,
Like,
maybe that could say that CSK is bowling to make,
Mm.
for example, in during CSK's bowling in the middle overs phase, CSK was the team that took the highest wickets across the 14 matches. They were roughly taking
but yeah,
2.6.
if you take down Noor,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
one or two
exactly.
teams did, I think that is again null
Yeah,
and
you
void.
had a very strong performer in Moore, and of course, you want to strengthen that, not denying. But I think your batting a bigger skew, is what I'm trying to say. So shouldn't you have? But you're saying Sanju is the batter that you're banking on.
Sanju and
Which is
Matre. So since Matre has come, our power play scores have increased uh, post the seventh match.
so
So
um, okay, that's true. But okay, so Just to close out on this, whom did you
Yeah.
set your four foreigner? Who would you play as your four foreigners? Brevis, Noor,
Brevis, Ellis, Noor, and Henry.
Henry. Okay, so Henry will give you the new ball bowling. That is
New
what I
ball
was going to
bowling.
check.
Ellis will
Okay,
be
But
the
why? You have
batting.
Khalil, right? Khalil can ball well with new ball.
And sure,
Yeah,
Kamboj
but
is also there.
Kamboj, I'm not 100% on Kamboj. So I want Khalil and Henry to open and Khalil and Ellis to end. With Shreyas,
No,
Noor.
Khalil is a bad death over bowler, right?
Yeah, but we don't have any other options, right? I don't think Henry can bowl that great in the dead.
I mean, or they'll use a combination of Khalil and Henry
Yeah,
with LS to
because
end.
even
Uh,
Pathirana
But
was
because that is
too
where
bad
Mukesh
last
was
year.
really good, right? Mukesh is a really good bowled well at death.
But then you have to let go
See,
of
they play.
Shreyas, which then brings down your spin
Hmm,
to only Noor.
no, so this is where you can play instead of Henry, you can play Mukesh and you can play Overton because Overton with the bat can
Overton was
might give
shit last year.
it
Overton was
was here.
shit last year.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't
but
trust
Overton
Overton,
minimum economy was 10.5 to
no, I'm not
11.
saying
but
with the ball. I'm not saying with the ball as
But
a
then
finisher,
why do you want him?
I will give you
as
a
a
good point.
finisher at the end. Maybe he can give you
I think
those.
finisher is a big deal. I think
Yeah,
Overton is not a finisher, but long ball hitter.
yeah, the long ball hitter. Yeah,
That I think even Shreyas Gopal would give you.
okay. So
Hmm.
let's okay. We have Shreyas Gopal, everyone, but
I,
what
I
my
will,
question
I
would
will,
be is,
no, I will
yeah,
give you a better option. If anybody gets injured, bring back the Aussie. I
which
think
is
the Aussie finisher who has improved in bowling and decreased
Glenn
in bat.
Maxwell. Okay, so
Yes.
but Glenn Maxwell has signed a PSL contract uh,
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
for a lot of money. So let's just do
But we
playoff
don't
chances,
know,
right?
like, the interest of IPL can bring him back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, Maxi might be back in IPL. On that note, let's talk about what do you think are the playoff chances? Let's do quickly. I would put it as a maybe. I like
Yeah.
their batting, but I'm not
But
sure
yeah,
about the.
for me
Nah,
also
I
it's a
think
maybe
top four.
because again you're putting a lot on Matre.
Oh, top four. Naveen thinks it's a top four
I
team. Uh, Lalit,
I'd say a maybe only because yeah, I think there are some other teams which are lined up holistically better.
yeah. Kishore,
I don't think so. I
no.
think they need to let go of. I think I this was a big statement. I think they need to let go of MS and they need to find a combination away from
Yeah,
MS.
even I thought without MS the team was looking better, but
Yeah, because now you have Sanju anyway as a keeper
Yeah.
option.
Yeah,
He
we
was
have to
there.
sell
And
tickets.
So,
and Bhuvan, what do you think of their playoff chances?
Uh, I will say just miss out, like fifth or sixth.
Oh, fifth or
which is
sixth. So
an
no,
improvement.
Hmm.
which is an
yeah,
improvement.
I think you won't be 10th.
Yeah.
That I can
Yeah, I
definitely
don't
say.
think you'll be
Sure,
10th.
you won't be 10th.
So moving ahead to the next team, which was ninth, right? And that's
Yeah.
Rajasthan.
Surprisingly ninth, I would put
Raj
it.
No,
No,
I
the
won't
surprisingly,
the
Put it
bowling was
surprisingly
surprisingly.
bad.
ninth.
Very,
Surprisingly
very
ninth and not
bad.
10th,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Yeah, true.
Their
Uh,
bowling was
s-
bad.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
They
uh,
don't have all-rounders, man. How did this team? I mean,
Yeah. What were they thinking? And their middle order
yeah,
also very
uh, so
not
as you can see,
improved.
right, like they had a very good 24 IPL where they finished third and they got knocked out. They got knocked out in the qualifier one. Sorry, yeah, they knocked
qualified
out.
two,
Got knocked out in the qualifier
two, two.
one two. They got knocked out in the qualifier two. I'm sorry about that.
They played eliminator and they won and they
Yeah,
went to.
they won the eliminators and they got knocked out in the qualifier two. And that was the Riyan Parag breakout season. But
How
Butler
many
had a
breakouts does Riyan Parag have?
that was the Riyan Parag breakout season, right? Because he got
That we
575
call it
runs at
2.0.
okay
Yeah.
2.0.
No,
You want to
but
go to top? What I meant was that was the year which showed the promise of
Wo-
Riyan Parag came true.
Captaincy material.
573 at 150 strike rate at 52 average, which I thought was brilliant. Uh, but Butler didn't perform, which meant they let go of Butler. If
But
you
is that
ask
a right
me,
call? Is what I'm thinking
if
now in
you
a way, looking at
if you
him in
ask
the World
me,
Cup.
okay, I will answer that. If you ask me,
Yeah.
one of the biggest things that went wrong for them in 25 was the super high retentions for Indian players. right? Where they played, who all did they retain? Sanju, Sandeep. Sandeep came at cheap, but Sanju, Sandeep, Rian,
Yes.
Jaiswal, Dhruv,
Hetty.
all at high with
Hetty.
Hetty. Now with
With
Hetty
Hetty.
not performing and not retaining Joss, which I think ticked off Sanju. I think Sanju
And
did
Jurel
get
also
ticked
not
off.
performing.
Jurel not finishing for them, right? Because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
expected a lot from Jurel, the finisher, and Jurel did finish for them. And Sanju got injured in the tournament, etc., etc. I think Sanju was also unhappy with the way that Josh Butler was treated because
Treated.
I think he wanted Josh Butler, and I don't think Josh Butler is finished. Just to answer the earlier
Yeah.
question about
Yeah.
this, because last IPL, Josh Butler had a
And
phenomenal IPL,
phenomenal. Yeah, you will see that you when we come to GT, we'll talk about
and
it.
when he comes back to GT, I think he'll have a phenomenal season again. I think Butler is a unicorn at 3. You will
Okay,
not
so
get a player like
are you
Butler at
And
saying
3.
England made a mistake here?
I see he doesn't feel comfortable in the England setup is what I think it is. I don't
yeah,
think he
and I
realized.
think, for example, Salt also had a very poor World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Would we say Salt is
Yeah.
off? I don't think so. Salt, if you look at Salt's record in totality, Salt's record is really good.
But Salt
Maybe
had
Sri Lankan
two,
pitches,
three good games.
yeah,
Salt
yeah,
did have two, three
overall,
overall, whereas
overall,
Butler has not. But
no,
I still bet my money on Butler to come good for
yeah,
GT. Again, RR. Uh, the thing that didn't go well for them in IPL 25 was they chased very poorly, right? They stuffed up 3 matches. Like in an earlier video, I was talking about how uh, I think last 2 overs they required anywhere between 9 to 18 runs, and they really stuffed up. So, and that you can see, right? They went from a chasing record of 7-3, 7 wins and 3 losses in 24 to 2-8, right? 2 wins and 8 losses in 25. That's how horrible it just reverted. And I think their entire confusion about home, Jaipur, Guwahati, which we already were speaking about, I think that also meant that they had a very poor home record, right? Uh, I thought they just stumbled upon Vaibhav. I think Rahul Dravid was
Yeah.
like, okay, who can I throw? And I'll throw this
mm,
14-year-old. And he turned out to be one of the key performers last year. I think Jaiswal was great in the power play, but he slowed down post that. But Jaiswal still had a very good season. Their bowling, I was checking. I think they were one of the poorest bowling sides in the tournament. I think we saw that earlier also, where uh, in the earlier video we were discussing about how RR is one of the poorer bowling teams, right? Their highest wicket taker was Manindu at 11 wickets. You cannot play an IPL and have a player, your highest wicket taker, just take 11 wickets, right? That's how poor they were. Uh, you
But
know,
he didn't
uh,
even play all the games.
he didn't even play all the games.
Also, will he be fit this year? No.
No,
Uh,
no.
I
Chances are less.
I don't think he will be fit this year, right? So
And
this
he is
is
in
and,
LSG.
and
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
Rajasthan
Deekshana,
let
you
him go.
guys still have, right?
Uh,
No, they even let go
no,
both. They
no,
let go both.
this
they let go
was
of both,
both.
right?
Bad move.
So
Bad move.
yeah, so they are the worst bowling team. I'm just looking at their bowling stats, and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
I'm
they are the
they are
worst.
one of the worst bowling teams. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, what
They were
I
ninth
f-
in power play, tenth, tenth in both middle and death.
yeah, that's how bad they are. I think the way that they might set up this year, and I think one of the couple of things that they did was, that entire auction buy, where they went high after, of course, the pre-auction trade, the biggest talk, where they gave up Sanju to get
Chendu and
Judge
Jadeja
Karan and Karan.
and Karan
and
And
uh,
Karan.
Karan.
and Karan. So I don't know how that will play out because how do you ensure that Jadeja is what 37, 38
37.
now, and
Mm.
you have to play him. Uh, I don't want to talk about Karan. I don't want to talk about Karan.
You
Right?
He's the
Right?
best performer
He's the
in.
best performer for England, no?
No,
After
Will Jacks.
no,
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 after
after
Jacks.
Will
That's what I'm
Jacks.
saying. After Jacks.
After
Even
Slim
then, I don't
Shady,
want to
again,
talk
After
about.
Slim
again,
Shady.
I don't
yeah,
want to talk about
again,
Karan.
Sri Lankan pitches, Indian pitches. I think Karan will be hit, but you can't not talk about Karan while you're
Yeah.
making your team. I want to see how you're making the
Yeah,
potential team.
I will tell you how I thought they
Tournament
can line up.
Ferreira.
I thought I can tell you how they'll line up. But see, I think the expectation from this season for them would be, can they make a run for playoffs? Because I don't see them a it's a new captain with Riyan Parag. Sangakkara is back as head coach and director of cricket. So, and there is the impending sale of Rajasthan, right? I think there is a US conglomerate headed by someone named Carl Somani who has bid 1.3 billion, but down they put the entire process on hold because they want to see how RCB goes before they do it. So I think even the franchise wants to, even Manoj Badale, who's the owner and everything, they want to move on. So there are so many things in flux. I am not sure if, making a play for the playoffs will be like one of their biggest things that they will want to do this time, right? Uh, I think the key players still continue to be Jaiswal. Uh, I don't know Bishnoi. I mean, they bet a lot on Bishnoi. They played 7.4 CR on Bishnoi. Is this Bishnoi's second wind? Do you think he'll come back? I don't know, about Bishnoi.
There's a bizarre stat about Bisnoy, right? His game against the foreign players, like
Yeah.
it's really good. Like
Yeah.
they are not able to pick him, but the Indian batters they easily hit him out of the park. So that is where the skew is for
Y-
him.
Yeah. And he will go up against a lot of good Indian bats.
Now,
And
this is what Bishnoi might. So Bishnoi did very well in Punjab. The ground dimensions favored him.
no,
What are the
but
ground
Bishnoi was
dimensions?
playing in LSG, right?
No, no, no.
Before
From
that,
Before
because
that,
of that,
LSG.
Rahul got
LSG,
Bishnoi. Yeah,
yeah.
KL when he
Ah,
moved to LSG got Bishnoi because of that.
yeah,
And
fair.
LSG had a middling time,
Yeah.
especially the last season in LSG was not that great.
Oh, very poor, right?
Yeah, how is the Rajasthan's ground dimension? I think with the
So
newer
again,
ground
that's what we were
dimensions.
talking,
Mansingh,
right?
yeah. We don't really know.
We don't know whether
Yeah,
they'll play in Jaipur, whether they'll play in Guwahati, whether they'll play in Pune. There are so many things. If it's Jaipur, it's a very small ground.
But Jaipur is
yeah.
completely out of question, right? I think it is going under construction.
Yeah. So if Jaipur is out of question, where will they play? Will they play in Pune? Will they
How
play
is
in
Guwahati? That was
Guwahati?
a
Is a
second
Small.
decent,
question.
smallish. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not sure
Then
about. So for me though, I would want to play Hetty at three, like West Indies is doing, because I think he's catching fire at three. So my potential 12 is Jaiswal and Vaibhav to open with Hetty at three, Parag at four, Jurel at five. Because you have done the big trade, you have to play Jadeja at six. At seven, I'll play Donovan Ferreira. If he is not fit, then I'll play Karan, right?
okay.
And but my first is always Donovan Ferreira. Archer
Yeah.
at eight. I'll play either one of Berger or Milne. Milne was another person that they bought in
Hmm.
the auction for 2
But
2.4 crores.
Milne is injured.
Yeah, then I'll play Andre Berger, right? Andre Berger. Bishnoi at 10, Tushar Deshpande, and 12 is Sandeep and again, Shubham Dubey. My problem for them continues to be they don't have the batting depth. They thought they were going to solve that with Jadeja Karan. They haven't,
Yep.
right? Uh,
Yep.
they haven't solved
That
that,
was going to be my question. How are they
right?
solving that middle order vacuum?
Yeah, they haven't solved that. So I really don't know what they want to do.
Because I think that is what happened with Jurel last time. It was not that he
Yeah,
played poorly. He was stuck in a bad place because he didn't know what to do.
yeah,
Half of the times he was coming in too soon, where
yeah,
he didn't know
exactly.
whether he had to accelerate or he had to play the longer game. And sometimes he came too late and it was not a great fit. I think he's
Yeah.
still stuck there.
But I think Sanju going helped them a bit in terms of
I'm
now Hetty can play at three easily.
I
See,
yeah,
But
but
I don't think they play
no
Hetty at
one
three.
knew Hitty who could play at three. It's only worked out very well based on what happened in the last six,
But
7
I
games.
still don't think they'll play Hetty at three. They'll play Hetty at five and they'll try to push Jurel or Rian at three.
which I think
Then
Yeah.
in my
then nobody can
opinion,
help this team.
which I think in my opinion will be, yeah, nobody can help this team because Hetty is a proven performer. I think what Hetty is showing, like Puran showed, is if you give them more balls, they have the ability to score faster, and strike faster and score more runs, right? If Sangakkara is not looking at this World Cup and going, I want to play Hetty at three, I don't know what will happen, right? Because they need to focus their energies on those top three left-handers. Jaiswal, Vaibhav, and Hetty are the ones who can give them runs because the bowling, I don't know if Archer will be fit or not, right? I don't know. If Archer is not fit,
If
Yeah,
if
what
then
is
here's
the
the
then
other
what is the
no, if
backup
Archer
option
is
for?
fit also, he will go for runs. I am sorry, but he is
Adam.
not the Archer that we all think that he
so
may
at
get it.
least Archer in power play is okay. Archer at death is gone.
See,
Yeah,
Sri
That
Lankan
is
pitches
why
and
they're
Indian
bowling 3 overs at the top, right, with him.
because
so
we are now, as per the World Cup thing, we are seeing him good because of ICC is making that pitch.
No,
Now,
but
when it comes to BCCI and the IPL thing, it will be flat decks.
Fair enough. Fair
no,
enough.
but
no,
round one they still
that'll be
played
a
in India.
problem for everyone, right? But you're right. But who is a better option than Archer? What do they have?
RR doesn't pick good players. No, that's the problem. RR have not filled in
No,
their backups also.
no, they
I
have.
think you will
So
see, right? I'm sorry, I know we finished. You will see. This is the first time Nathan Ellis is going to play.
no, Nathan
He
Ellis
will be
doesn't play for
exposed.
RR, right?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
oh,
no. For
generally
CSK.
CSK.
He
CSK.
might play a full season, and we'll see. So-called Nathan Ellis, who is a specialist and all of that, he'll be exposed first time in an IPL. This is a very different ball game, right? IPL is played at a very different level. I think a lot of fast bowlers are going to face that problem. So who is there if not for Archer? Who is the
I
backup
think
that
that is the
RR
reason
has?
why Karan
Mm,
gets exposed in IPL rather than ICC tournaments.
I think they bet heavily on Millet, but Mill is also injured.
Yeah.
So
So again, yeah, I think they bet on
Donovan
Adam
Ferreira,
Milne.
Milne, and Archer. That's a big gap.
Yeah.
No, even
I,
Quenamapaka is decent, no?
but
Like,
but
Kwenemamaka is so
Quenemapa.
young.
he's young.
Kwenemamaka is
he's young,
young.
yes.
And
He has
so
to
what
play at least a
happens
few seasons of SA T20 for him
exactly?
to be some kind of IPL
Okay,
bowler.
what happens? I'm a
But
20-year-old. I bowl my first over, I go for 19 runs. I come back, I go for 18 runs. I'm giving you a scenario. Do you
yeah,
think will trust him to finish the 4 overs?
I
Right?
mean,
but I
I wouldn't
but
trust
I
someone like even Janssen to do that. Even
but
Janssen
no,
needs more experience. And Janssen is more experienced than Mapaka.
Mapaka, and he's being given now. Janssen is a prime bowler.
Mm.
But let's go back, right? If you have multiple injuries, you have to blood
Yeah,
Quenemapa.
then Quene Mapaka has to play. I'm not saying that. So again, to in conclusion, I don't see this team making it to playoffs. I don't see this team making it to playoffs. I
Bowling
think,
plus middle order, too many holes.
yeah. What do you? So that's my. What do you think, Lalit?
I will make him again a controversial, a little more of a controversial. I don't think Hitty will have a great season.
Okay.
So RR is going to be in a bigger trouble than even this. So I think RR will not make it.
Okay. Sure.
I think it's difficult for them, but I think it'll lot depend on Rian and Jurel. I think they will get strong starts, but it all depends on how well Rian and Jurel can finish it off. Jadeja will
So
give
may
you the standard 2 or 3 games per season, which he gives at CSK. But
CSK.
yeah, the majority of heavy lifting should be done by Jurel and Rian. But the problem is they need to play Rian at 4. So they need to solve who is going to play at 3. So this is where I feel they have to play Hitty, but I don't know. They might play Jurel at 3 and put Hitty at 5, which again will derail that that thing. They're hoping because he's coming from a red hot form in the World Cup. They hope that World Cup form will translate for them at 5. So this is where it is a bit iffy for them.
Okay. So maybe.
And the problem is for me, if anybody last time when Sanju was injured, they could blend in Suryavanshi. The problem this time is if any one of the Indian players get injured, they don't
Yeah.
have
They
a
don't have
proper
backups. They don't have
backup to let
backups.
them in.
no,
Yeah.
even we are thinking of Suryavanshi. He will
Hmm.
not, he'll be playing
Yeah.
all 14
Hmm.
this
Second
year.
season. Yeah. He's just playing
Yeah,
second season all
No,
14. We
also
don't
he only
know.
yeah,
played 7 last year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He'll
yeah.
No,
play
no,
I
we
all
don't
think
know.
14 this
last
year.
year, right, everyone was taken by surprise. This year, no one is going to be
Yeah.
unprepared for him.
And also,
Everyone,
there's too much data for him as well now with his under
exactly,
19 World Cup
everyone
and
will come
everything.
prepared for him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
But
saying he
okay.
might not
So
solve that problem.
Yeah,
uh,
but he still like you still have like just going by the stats, you still have a strong opening or the
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
by what you go by the standard.
Top
Like
three.
even if he comes off in 3 games, that's by IPL standard that's a lot because if he comes back, he scores 100, like he scores a big knock.
Big
It's
one.
not
Yeah.
that yeah. So
Yeah.
that will be fine for them. But the thing is, and in Jaiswal you have a strong,
Reliable opener.
reliable opener. So the opening I'm not concerned about. It's how Jurel and Parag go. So that is where think that would mess them up real bad. And I don't know where they'll go if they'll have to after this.
So would you put them as no or maybe?
No, it's difficult.
Okay. Naveen?
No,
Bhuvan?
no,
Oh,
no
this is
way.
the first. This is the team that has got nose all over. And then we'll move to the next
Like,
team.
unless Jadeja has a giant of a season going back to Rajasthan and has a nostalgia, I don't think they'll make it.
Yeah. So going to the next team, it is Kolkata Knight Riders without Andre Russell. And this is their record.
Dreres is still in the dugout, bro.
Power
Because
coach. He is now the
He
new
he
power
is now the
coach.
power coach.
What is that term? What does power coach mean?
Yeah,
It
what
is
does power
if you
coach
are
mean,
Russell,
Bhuvan?
if you are Russell,
It is
you
basically making players hit like the through powers, like to finish well and stuff like that. So he's the
Yeah.
new power coach.
Okay. So what do you think about
So
KKR?
the thing is, I went like for 2024 and 2025. I will quickly wrap. 2024, they had very good home record and away record because the curators and everybody, whole management, everybody was in sync and they provided the best thing.
So GG.
Second, yeah, I don't want to take his name. Uh, then Iyer was captaining it brilliantly, taking strong calls and everything. The problem in 24 I had with them was uh, their bowling could have been bit more better. They had Stark, they had Harshad was blooming at that time, Vaibhav was blooming at that time, Varun all-time best bowler for them, and Narayan.
Narayan.
And somewhere in between, Russell used to come and pitch in for 1 over or 2 overs. So it was a very good, well-oiled machine which was going around for in 2024 with Anukul pitching in or Shahbaz pitching in between and doing their jobs. This is where I feel but there was gaps in between. The inner politics was never stopping for them, which I will cover in 2025 how it bloomed up. In 2024, the team which won they had lack of depth, and the middle order was bit shaky because they had brilliant start from Salt and Narayan, where Narayan Narayan was not performing well, and then Chinnaswamy happened, and you know how well Chinnaswamy and Narayan love story is. So that thing happened, and yeah, and they won. And the bad timing of mega auction hit them because their team was looking set. Now comes mega option, and in 2024, I want to give shout out to Venki Iyer, Nitish Rana, Salt, and Stark. Stark one good match he played, and that was in finals.
that led
Two,
to
I think two,
Lalit
right?
coming to
Both,
the
both.
Hmm.
He played both the final and the one before it.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
think he played
majorly it
two.
was final that he
Against
proved that why he's a
SRH.
big match
Both the
player.
SRH games is how I remember it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So now comes 2025, where politics bloomed and team got destroyed. Where it's a very harsh term that I am using, but everything was put up on the mentor's head that we won because of the mentor and this and that, and they let go of their best captain, Shreyas Iyer, and he proved uh, going to Punjab saying that it was me all along, kind of. So that was one. Second, going after Venki Iyer and other players, naturally you will go because if he had such good season. But going at 23.75 was a bit too much. You didn't have to go, you didn't have to pay that much. And that is where, because they
Uh, So,
retained six players.
yeah.
Uh, they retained, uh, I think,
No, they
Raman.
didn't. They didn't retain Rahane. They bought him in the
they
auction.
retained Rinku,
Yeah.
Raman,
Ramandeep, Russell, Narayan,
Russell, Narayan,
Chakravarti,
Harshit Rana, and Varun.
Chakravarti.
Burn.
Yeah, they retained this, but they retained at high cost. So this was one problem. Second
Yeah,
problem is buying Venkaiah at that high cost.
yeah.
Now the problem which again arises for them is they don't have backups.
And they let
And
go of
they,
Venkaiah, right? Now they've let go of Venkaiah.
yeah, now they
So
have let go of Venkaiah. They didn't have backups all along. No player was performing, and the constant shuffling between Raghuvanshi, Manish Pandey came in. I don't know why this day and age we are still playing Manish Pandey.
Manish
He's
Pandey.
still there.
Why do I have to see Manish Pandey play in IPL?
You will see it this year also. Raghuvanshi, Ramandeep, Rinku, Russell, nobody played uh, like how they it. If your highest scorer is Rahane, that tells a big story of they are not performing. Like their batting didn't click at all. In bowling also, the two major stalwarts only bailed them out was Varun and Narayan. So now I have they have very much holes in the whole team. So in 2026 auction, they have bought too many players. Now they don't know where to fit, how to fit. So now the problem is they have explosive openers in Allen and Seifert. They bought death bowling for Pathirana and Mustafizur, but unfortunately, due to some circumstances, both might not feature. Uh, Backup for Rahane and Raghuvanshi, they bought Rachin. Then they bought Green, but the problem with Green is will he be a Shakib role or will he be a Russell role? If he will go into the Russell role, the team is doomed.
I don't think either.
I don't think
I
either.
don't think I don't think Green is
So,
that great of a T20 player
okay,
as he's deemed to be.
yeah. See, I don't know. I think he has a decent strike rate though.
Yeah, he has a
think
160 strike
Green's
rate, but
but Green's record, the number of matches are not too high. The
Not too
fewer.
high, not.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
So if we go if we make that 12,
Yeah, can you? Yeah, I was just going to wait for that. Yeah.
yeah, it will be Rahane, Allen, Green. Yeah,
Okay.
you were saying something.
No,
Say.
no, complete your
Completely.
thought. Complete your thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just say Rahane, Allen Green,
Rahane, Allen, Green, Raghuvanshi.
Raghuvanshi,
Uh, then your Rinku, Powell. Uh,
Powell.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Rinku, like Powell, Rinku, and Ramandeep. I don't know why I'm still playing him, but it is what it is.
कितना बचा
Yeah.
है?
पांच हो गया
And
ना?
7 हो गया ना?
7 हो गया.
that हो गया. So Harshit is injured, so I don't know. They didn't announce any replacement.
They have Akash
Still,
Deep. They have Akash Deep in the squad.
And
yeah,
Umran also.
And Umran.
yeah.
But
So
okay, Narayan, Varun
No, no.
Chakravarti,
Narayan, Varun Chakravarti, two people, and then
Three more.
Vaibhav Arora,
Two more.
Akash
uh,
Deep. Akash Deep.
Akashdeep, and Umran Malik. That's it.
Or if Harshit Rana is with. Or they have
Then
Kartik
then
Tyagi as well.
and you are only
They have
paying
they have
3
Kartik Tyagi as
foreigners.
well.
Four,
I
na?
think they
Four.
chose
Oh,
Powell,
Allen.
Allen.
Powell,
Who
Allen,
keeps?
Allen.
Raghuvanshi.
No, Allen. No
Allen.
Raghuvanshi. Allen.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't you want to play
Allen is
Seifert?
not that great of a keep.
Wouldn't you want to play
Seifert is a better
Seifert?
keep.
Yeah, the problem with Seifert and Allen is more explosive than Seifert for me, personally.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He
I am not saying that. But then can Allen keep? I don't
So
know.
I mean,
are you looking at Cam Green as an all-rounder here who bowls a few overs?
yeah, yeah,
And you have to, and after paying so much, you have to play Cam Green, right?
Yeah.
yeah, of
That is
course.
fair.
Right?
with
No, but
KKR
no,
as a franchise, yes.
no.
And they
But with
can't play
Cameron,
That's not
Mustafizur.
it.
And will they
You
get a
always
replacement
give.
for Mustafizur?
yes, they will.
Yeah,
Who?
they will.
Sorry?
They will.
They'll get a replacement for
Replace
Mufis.
They
Mustafiz,
will
right?
get a
And the purse has
replacement for this,
been
and if Pathirana doesn't come back, then
Padrana is not gonna come back. I think his injury is pretty bad.
they will find a replacement
It
for
is so
Pathirana.
sad that they built such a gun death bowling and now none of them is there. Like there's no
yeah. I
Fish,
think
there's no
Mustafizur and
Pathirana,
Patirana not being there is
there's no
unfortunate.
Harshit as well.
Harshit might
Yeah,
also not play because of the injury.
Oh,
So
Harshit is also ruled
yeah.
out of IPL.
Not ruled
not
out,
ruled out, but
but
Hmm.
not doing good for at least a month.
Wow. Okay.
So then, that is unfortunate then. But
yeah.
now the Cam Green's bowling it becomes important. When you're paying so much, you'll anyway play him. But I was thinking, if he doesn't come off, can you sit him out and get Seifert in? Anyway, you just go boom, boom, boom at the top there.
Yeah, they can. For me, I didn't want to pick Rahane, but I
He is
didn't
the
have a choice.
captain, right?
And he's captain.
He's the
Yeah,
captain.
and he's
That,
captain, and
And
Mumbai
there's
That's
is
why
no
I
other.
also.
said no. I didn't have a choice of not picking him.
And
Yeah.
you don't even have bench now. Who would you play instead of Rahane?
Anukul might play
You
instead
have
of.
Rahul Tripathi if you want the
No,
Oh
nostalgia
God, no.
factor.
no Rahul
So,
Tripathi,
so, but,
please.
but, but, okay. If let's say Finalan can't keep, right?
Hmm.
I'm Kishore, you're saying he keeps. I don't
No, he
know.
keeps. He
He
keeps. He's
keeps, but
listed as keeper batter.
Yeah, he's listed as keeper batter.
so
Okay.
for me between Finn Allen and Tim Seifert, like I'll see who's keeping better for Narayan and Varun. Like in the nets, I'll ask them to ball and see who is picking up at least 50% of the balls and like who is picking up 50 more than 50. You are
Or
the opener.
or they could do a stupid thing of letting go of Powell and playing Seifert
That
and
is
Allen.
stupid.
No,
That is
no.
stupid.
But you
You
don't.
need 2 hours. The problem is Green can't ball you 4 with Powell and Green. You can get 4 hours
So
Or
between
Powell,
them.
when was the last time Powell bowled?
He's
Old.
bowling for West Indies,
He's
right?
bowling for Windies.
He's
Where is
bowling
he
for Windies.
bowling?
In the World Cup, through the World Cup, he bowled 2 overs for them.
I mean, the
I,
problem with Windies is also there are so many all-rounders that everyone bowls.
Yeah.
bro, they
So
have the worst bowling attack of the
Yeah.
remaining teams.
Yeah.
I still think they can
Wait,
beat
but the
India.
thing is, no man.
We'll
Okay, we'll
let's
come to
not go
that.
there.
We'll come
Yeah.
to
We'll
that.
talk about it later.
Yeah.
No, if Rutherford, like Finn Rutherford and who is it? The other one,
Holder.
the RCB all rounder.
Romario.
Shepherd.
Romario, yeah, Shepard and Rutherford are bowling means it's a bad situation, but you still take it.
No, but Romario has been their pick of their bowlers,
Yeah, so
no?
that was where I'm really surprised.
I'll draw the line over there.
Yeah.
No, he has
No,
not bowled in the World Cup.
I am drawing the line at Robman bowling. I have not seen Robman bowling.
No, he hasn't bowled in the World Cup. I'm just checking. He has
Yeah,
not bowled in the World Cup.
Not
Matthew
even
Ford.
No, he
No,
doesn't
I
No,
bowl.
feel I've seen
he
him bowl.
doesn't bowl.
He doesn't
Gurkesh
bowl.
Moti, Matthew Ford. These guys have been bowling majority
He hasn't
of this
bowled. I'm
team.
just checking. I don't know why you say Rothman will bowl.
I
But he's
saw some scorecards where he bowled.
Oh yeah,
I'll
he's listed as a batter
He's
now.
okay.
He's listed as a batter now.
Okay.
yeah, not bad then.
So with that, but still, I think that the problem comes.
Okay, he
Okay,
he has played.
then can you do this? Can you do this? Can you make Green number 5, take out Powell, get Seifert into?
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, if Powell has played 327 T20 matches, he has bowled in 56 innings out of 327 matches.
Just
Okay, in
So
that he has bowled.
maybe I've seen too many of
seen
those.
those 56.
You've seen all those 56
And you are seeing him
out
as
of
an all-round.
out of the 116 international matches he has played. He has bowled in 14 matches. So okay, anyway, sorry. Yeah.
So in that case, we can take out Powell. But
No, but Powell's hitting, I don't think you'll get it with Green.
no,
Oh, the-
I'm just saying if you take out Powell also the middle order will crumble. They don't have anybody. They don't have backups also.
especially number 5. That's a tricky position there.
Or if everybody goes out, then Manish Pandey will come in. You want to see Manish Pandey in 2026.
Okay. So where do we think they'll finish? Okay.
They don't finish in top four.
No,
But I think this time,
because of
but this time
no
I
Harshit.
would chalk up KKR as unfortunate more than anything. I think they're
Yeah.
bowling. They started off as a
If-
very good
if-
bowling unit.
If both Fizz and Pathirana would have been there, I would have given them the contendership
Same.
of top 4.
Same. For me, they won't finish because, and it's not because they didn't lose at the auction. They lost
Yeah.
because of injuries. is
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the
because of
Yeah.
injuries and some unforeseen circumstances.
Unforeseen.
unforeseen
Yeah.
circumstances. So for me, they are
Act
not
of God.
qualifying. Yeah, act of God. Because of
Act
act
of
of
Yeah,
God.
God.
act of
Kishore,
God.
Lalit, where do you think they'll finish?
I don't think. I feel very bad for them when they did well in the auction, but yeah, I think their middle order problem stays.
Yeah.
And
Kishore, what about
Ankuresh
you?
also, I think Ankuresh Camp Green is going to be a new Tilak, Tilak Sky
So
Warnings.
for me, I feel bad for the boy because he's a top order bat,
Robert.
and he
Yeah.
keeps
Exactly.
getting
That's my
pushed down.
problem.
He keeps
Pushed
getting
down.
pushed down.
He should
Be-
not come lower than 3. But for Green, you're
no.
going to push him at 4. 4 is not his position.
Mhm.
Green, White, we don't know how Green will perform at 3. That's going to be a mess.
No, the problem
But
is their opening, right? It is
Yeah.
what? It'll be one of Allen or Seifert if they don't pick both.
Yeah.
Rahane and
Rahane.
Green.
unless,
I
unless
know
they lose their mind and they again open with Sunil Narayan, which was foolish.
If
where will Allen play? Allen
They
or
Yeah.
Seifert? Where will
push
they
Allen,
play?
everybody one
Allen and
down, right? So
Narayan.
that's what they did last season, right? They opened with Narayan and they
So,
pushed everybody
so
one
that
down.
only worked in 2024. First, it was very lucky that Narayan played, but then their middle order was very strong then. This after that, it is not the case. So I don't
Because
think if
there
they're
was one player who used to sail that ship. If
Yep.
anything happens, there was
Yes.
one
Yes.
person standing.
Yes.
Ayer.
The power coach.
Iyer.
No, even Shreyas Ayer played
No,
well.
Shreyas
now
Iyer.
this season.
Shreyas Iyer played, but all things. Russell also had a decent season.
Russell also.
Yeah,
Every
Russell had
one had a
decent
good
season.
season.
So Kishore, where do you think? What do you think about them? Will they finish top 4? No, maybe.
It is difficult for them. I think they can be contenders for the bottom of the table because if they don't ball well at the death,
Oh, wooden spoon.
they might because
Yeah.
considering they don't have any death bowling
Yeah.
currently.
Wooden spoon.
Yeah. And
That's a good call.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Unless I don't. The problem is I don't even see any decent
Who is
dead bowlers
who is their
left.
fizz replacement? Yeah, exactly. Who is their
Not
fizz
yet,
We
not
don't
replacement?
yet.
know. We
Not
don't know
announced
yet.
yet.
We don't know
I
yet.
think they thought Patirana would be coming here. They didn't announce anyone, but
Yeah,
now,
but now we don't know.
yeah,
And Harshit not being there, we don't know.
yeah.
I'm
The
going to
problem,
give. Yeah, I think I can agree with Kishore that we are looking
Wooden
at one
spoon.
bottom with
Naveen, what do you think about them?
I think they'll hit 200 but concede as well. So yeah, no.
hit to
No.
bro. You are very optimistic on their batting that they hit.
Bro, no, hit 200 because I think Allen will
Hot match,
finally unlock. No, my problem with this team is their top order, apart from Ginn, top order is too good. Okay, they can
Too
go
good.
buzzer. They can go buzzer on their days. On their
Okay.
days, not every
Okay.
day.
बहुत ही ज्यादा.
So
But
on Shah Rukh's days, they will go berserk. On Shah Rukh's non-days, they will not go berserk.
yeah,
And
the second thing is Green, Raghuvanshi, and drop
Rinko,
off of
Rinku is 5,
Ringo.
right?
No, I think
You
Rodman
don't
will play
know
5 and
if
Rinko
Powell
will play.
will play or some other will play. So
on
No,
that
they
note,
have to play Powell. I don't think they have options. Are they playing Powell
Exactly.
at 5?
Exactly. That's the problem. They
that is
have
why
to
I'm
play
saying 200, but they'll concede 200 as well.
okay.
So
Here's
No,
to
let's
hoping.
the problem, I
let's
don't think they'll concede 200 with Narayan and Chakravarti bowling in the middle.
Chakravarti.
The
but
problem is, again, in the death, right? And the death
But death they can go right.
go,
But I would
they
still
travel.
say them hitting 200 will also be an odd case only. I think this is
yeah,
the
odd case
season
only,
again
but
where we'll see an opener anchor.
Okay.
Rahane.
Okay.
in the
Because
sad
we've
memory,
had.
let's move on to the next team.
Yeah. Let's
It
go
won't
on to the
happen.
next
Yeah.
team, which is Lucknow Super Giants.
The
So
team.
the team Lucknow Super Giants with the lovely jersey reveal today.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And the logo
what a
reveal of,
jersey.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I think they should give seizure warning with that jersey.
Yeah. And someone choose the right colors for the jersey
For
to
me,
match with the jersey.
if when I saw the logo, I was like, why is Kochi Tuskers playing? And then I was like, no.
So it's not Kochi Tuskers, Lucknow Super Giants. Yeah, Lal, go ahead.
Yeah, what can be said? So their 2024, as you can see, they at least, I think they finished one position above. I think they finished 6th in 2024 and 7th in 2025. Yeah. So
This is
2024,
after qualifying in the first 3 years that they
in
were
the
formed.
first 2 years.
First 2 years.
The third year they dropped, and that's when that left a rift between their owner and then captain Mr. KL Rahul, and that ensued further, right? But I think, I think it was a drop, but that team steadily were saying something. They were
So you are
20
saying Goenka did Goenka things.
Goenka did Goenka being Goenka. I think what happened. I even through their first thing, we were seeing that they were a little. The battings had holes, and they were a little too dependent, and that was the time where we were seeing the initial decline of QDK. Also, they overbet on their openers, so on and so forth, and it didn't pay them very well. And by the time their third season came, which I would say that for an inaugural campaign, at least going to qualifiers twice was not too bad. I think they overreacted with their this thing. And yeah, so but that said, then when they moved to I think 2024 also, apparently they finished 7th, and 2025 also they finished 7th. Consistent performance then. Okay. Whether auction or not, we know our position. So but what is interesting to see over here is, at least in 2024, they were winning in Ekana. They somehow knew how to win in Ekana. Come 2025, their Ekana record became pretty poor, and amongst many, of course, their affinity towards injury-prone bowlers or injured bowlers, forget prone, affinity toward injured bowlers, and the drop of Bishnoi. So in their 3 years till 2024, I think Bishnoi was still a decent performer, but 2025 Bishnoi was very poor. So they were not taking any middle over wickets and all of that, and that
And Bishnoi was a retained player for them.
Retained player for them. He was a high-profile player for them, and then that did not work out. So you can see where they are, right? Even when among the 6 matches, 4 matches they won on the road. So when Ekana is a ground, right? Ekana is a ground which is on the slower side. You need good bowling to win there, and you can see that crack coming up. What was very different though between 24-25, I think their batting, that changed completely. They became a team of formidable force, which were just hitting 200 runs like it was nothing. Their top 3 batters were in amazing form. Again,
so they started slow, but they were the best middle overs team and the finishing team, right?
And the finishing team, yep, absolutely.
Finish.
I think a crucial part over there was they were losing very few wickets. They were the team that lost least wickets in power play, which meant they just.
I think GT was slightly lower than them, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. GT was 0.8. This was 1. Yeah, that's true.
And also, your favorite player plays there. Who opens?
I was about to say, with a heartbreak again. That guy performed out of.
We speak of him again in a video.
Much more.
Yeah.
I think we should be called the Mitch March
I have
podcast.
To speak of him again.
I think we should be called the Mitch March podcast.
Unfortunately, I speak of him, but credit where credit due. He had a phenomenal season in 2025, where he was. I think his strike rates were close to 165, 170, 160s, and he was. He had a above 600 season.
Yeah, he had above 600 and 160. Makram had a very good season, but Puran started well.
Puran started. I think that's Puran being Puran, because Puran is the kind of a player who can go berserk and really change the game, but expecting him to do it across 10 games or 8 games is a bit much. He can do it for 4 or 5 games, but those 4 or 5 games, if you don't win, that's your fault. And that's all I'll say. When Puran is going, you have to win, because he goes at that level. I would want him to go for 7-8 games, but when he's going for at least 3 or 4 games, you have to ensure those 3 or 4 games you win, and that did not happen, and that was a big problem.
My doubt is, how will they win with the injured fast bowling 11 they have?
Yeah.
and spin add an injured spinner to that.
Yeah,
Add an
yeah.
injured spin. Yeah.
Injured bowling, we can say.
Yeah.
Hasaranga. Oh.
Yeah. So with that, right? With their batting shown so much, even with Pant not being in form. What really shocked me was I was just looking at Pant's form in 24 versus 25. 24 Pant was not bad. Even though he came back from injury and he played only fewer matches, Pant did do some good thing.
I think that is what awarded him the place in the World Cup as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what awarded him the place in the World Cup. That is what made him a very high profile comeback altogether. I think he was the most, he was the costliest player in the auction, if I'm not.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yes. So hopefully he scored a century though in the last match of their
But the problem is he played 3.
yeah. But hopefully that resolves and they get the kick. But their problem still remains. Last year, again, going to Bhuvan's point, their bowling was absolute nonsense. I think
Avesh.
I would still, with a poor batting performance, I would still credit Rishabh for winning 6 matches with that bowling because it was that difficult.
But I
He
mean,
had
Digvesh
to-
Rathi. Digvesh Rathi is a
was the
great
fight.
find.
What a great fight.
So this is where I didn't get their auction strategy, why they went for English instead of going for a
Yes.
foreign bowler. Because you have
Yeah.
Pant, you have Puran, you
I
have
am
Where will you
break.
play
I was
English? Will
breaking
you
my
play
head to
all
win.
4 foreigners
I was
as
breaking my
batters?
head. Sorry?
Will you play
There
all
is no
four
place for
foreigners as
English.
batters?
No. I'll tell the team.
Yeah. What do you think the 12 should be?
Let's go into the 12th, right? I think, of course, Marsh, my man Marsh will start. He will bowl 1 over because they
I
don't
don't
have
think he's
bowlers.
bowling any.
I
He's
don't think
again
he's
going up.
bowling. I don't think he's
He's
bowling.
batting and he's taking his time.
And he's taking rest. Marsh and Makram will start. I think Makram we'll see I'm hoping we'll see a good Makram this year too. I think he's in a fine touch. Number 3, Mr. Puran. I think he'll play the first 3 matches absolutely well, and LSG will lose all of those matches. Pant 4, Badoni 5.
Shouldn't Pant open?
Who are you cooking out? I don't. The only
Markham
thing.
4.
Makram 4.
No, I think Makram, Puran, both of them can't play 4. I would still trust Pant over 4 to start with at least.
Yeah.
If either Makram or Puran are starting off in a good touch, then I'll rearrange, but I'll still trust Pant at 4. From 6 onwards, now any gully cricket
Who is
team,
5?
they can start.
Who is 5?
5 is
Badoni.
Badoni.
Samad is 6. Samad and
I
Shabaz
know
Ahmad
Samad
can
is
make
6.
and 7. They make good 6 and 7.
Do you
I
trust
don't think
Shabaz Ahmed
Shabaz
at
is
7?
7, man. Shabaz is not a 7.
You have
I
what
can-
options do you have?
That is the quick question. Arjun
That is a
Tendulkar.
good question. That's why I said any gully cricket.
The recently married Arjun Tendulkar.
Maybe.
Samad at 6 also, I'm not very happy. Samad at 7, I can understand. Samad at 6 is a bit high for him, but they have no options, as you said. Samad, Shabaz, Digvesh, 8. Then it's done. Then you just leave it at and do your and pray.
Shami.
Avesh.
5 times.
Avesh
Avesh
and
and
Prince.
A day. No.
Avesh,
Avesh
Prince,
and-
Shami.
Yeah, that's what because of no other option, you will go Avesh. The problem I have with Avesh is he never fulfilled his promise. The promise of Avesh has always been promise of Avesh. He'll end up giving, even if you look at the number of runs they gave away last year, right? But they were the worst bowling team.
Yeah, they were the
Anyway,
worst bowling team. Yeah.
They were the worst bowling team that played. And on top of that, in death, they were giving away close to, they were the team that gave away most runs. And Avesh consistently was very poor. If he bowls 2 good overs, he was going to bowl a 3rd over. That's absolutely
So
shit.
LSD goes as 10 runs per over at the death. Probably the
At the
only
death.
team that goes at
Yeah.
10 runs per over.
10 runs an over.
I'll tell you how much.
The thing is, I really didn't get that swap between Arjun and Shardul. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Unless you wanted Sachin for a facelift of the franchise, but I don't know if Sachin will do it.
Quoting Bhuvan here. Goenka doing Goenka things.
I
Because
can
at least with Shardul, you had a good spinning bowler to pair up with Shami, maybe it would have
No,
worked out something, but maybe it would have
no.
worked out.
With Shardul, Pant knows how to use him for one match. You just use him for one match, get some swing out of him, and then put him aside. I
I
don't
I
know
mean,
Arjun what he'll do.
how do you think Shami's Ranji season went? I thought it was decentish. Do
Yeah,
you
it was
think he
up
has
and
the
down.
fire?
his
It was
domestic was good, but then his IPL
No,
was
I
not
think
good.
his domestic was up and down,
decent,
right?
up and down.
Was up and down. His mat was not good. His mat
Yeah,
was not good.
I,
yeah.
I
His
have
Vijay
Bhuvan,
Hazare
a
was okay.
yeah,
I
Bhuvan,
have
yeah.
a thing to say for the Avesh thing. Did KS Bharat broke him that final six? The helmet down and the celebration that Avesh did,
We
and
don't
then
know.
We don't know. Could be. Could
Could
be.
be,
But the
could be.
thing is, Avish never. That's the problem I have with Avish. And he has a buddy, but I think his buddy at least has a reason. Mohsen had a very big injury and he could never come back from that. And I don't know. This year, still, I will look at
So,
him.
so the 12 is after 8, just pick.
Avish will be there because they have absolutely no choice.
Digvesh will be there.
That bad.
so you
Because
play
he-
only three foreigners.
No, Andrik Nokia.
No, number 10
No,
is Nokia.
no,
I will
But
start
no.
with
I
Shami.
would
If Shami
rather
is not
than go
working,
with
with Nokia.
English and drop Nokia only, no?
What? Who is going to bowl? English will bowl. They have four keepers.
Arjun
English is a
Tendulkar.
keeper.
No,
Pant
no,
is a
Shami.
keeper.
Where
Arjun
it,
Pant
Tendulkar,
is a
Shami,
keeper.
the
Digvesh
Kiran is a keeper.
Rathi,
it
Avesh
is
Khan, Prince Yadav.
no. They have to pick Indian bowling. They cannot. Oh, over Nokia, I would
Hasaranga is
prefer.
injured. You
Hasaranga
don't.
is
I don't
injured.
trust Nokia
No,
anymore.
the only thing maybe see,
Nokia had a decent SA20, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
Ekana might work.
See, the
So
only
I
my issue,
no.
I
Last
don't.
season he play, right? He played and he went
He
for a
played
lot
for,
of
yeah, he
runs.
went for a lot.
Yes.
he
I think
went
The
he
I
last
went.
over
trust,
it was
I don't
Agree.
trust Nokia too. Nokia has now
Yeah,
become like a 3 over 50 runs bowler.
yeah,
yeah.
And
exactly.
not even getting you wickets.
Nope.
Like at least Fergie gets you wickets.
Mhm.
No, Fergie is very good compared to Nokia. Nokia has been like he does give away like Hardik plays him without seeing. He knows where the ball is going to come even before Nokia takes the mark. That's how Nokia plays. Now Nokia works.
He's a
No, fair.
But
downgrade
these
of Chris
guys' team is
Morris.
so bad.
He's a downgrade of Chris Morris. Morris at least used to bat. No,
No, no,
Morris
no.
Yeah.
bowling.
I just think Nokia is not fully fit. Fully fit
Yeah.
Nokia is a different beast, different
So
gravy
that DC
altogether.
Nokia, right? Everyone saw the DC Nokia
Yeah,
and they were hoping that we'll get
yeah,
that Nokia again.
yeah.
But
I hope we get to see that
Yeah.
Nokia
but
again
see
because
if Mayank is not fit, see I'm
which
operating
I
under the
don't think he is.
yeah.
No,
I
he is. He
mean they are
played, right?
saying
He
he
played
might
8 over. If
Oh,
I'm
he
not wrong,
did.
yeah
Okay.
he played 8 over.
they but you never know. If Mayank is not fit, I think they have to play Nokia. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't
So
have anyone else.
no, do you think
Prince
because
Yadav yeah.
no, because Hasaranga is injured, can they get Sikandar
Yeah.
Raza instead of him? If
No, again,
Hasaranga doesn't come,
Siku is signed up with Lahore Qalandars, and he will not leave.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not saying. Say if you can get him, won't that solve your puzzle of who bats six and
True, but that still does not solve the problem of pace bowling. No?
yeah,
That
but
only solves the problem of Shabazz going out. Your 6 and 7 is sorted. That is if Sikandar Raza or some player of his profile comes in, which I don't think at this stage you would get anyone.
no,
Yeah.
because
So
Hasaranga wouldn't be coming, right? Like till now you thought
Hmm.
Hasaranga would be coming, but
mm,
now because
Blessing is
Hasaranga
available, right?
who?
Yeah, Blessing is
But
available.
blessing, but
no,
I don't think
Blessing
you
is
require.
also signed with PSL.
If it,
No, but the problem is even though blessing is available, you don't like you require somebody at that six or seven role where who can ball you something and bat right. They have no one. Like if you think RR has no one, they have no one at all. Like none of the top can ball except for Makram. I don't know how well
but
with
one thing I'll tell
Thakur
you
might
this
play
is
then.
RR at least for the good or the bad or the worst they have at 8 the Archer is fixed. Here they don't even have they have no one. They're opening bowling. I don't know who is going to bowl.
Yeah.
I might go bowl.
Would you bring in
And
Moti?
you will guys have to be shocked.
so that is a problem, right? After Samad, there is nothing. Like if Samad comes at six, after Samad there's nothing. So that is where I think if you have somebody like a Raza at six would
So
help
what
him.
you can do is you can play Britske, right?
But he is a
Yeah,
bat,
yeah.
dude.
It's only a bat. Again,
No, bring
Yeah.
it,
battle.
Seven.
Why?
Why not play English at 6 then? Drop Samad to 7.
Uh,
Or or get in Rehan
yeah.
Ahmed from England and be like 11.
Okay. Now we are clutching at straws.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where do we think? Okay. Uh, my
So,
worst
but
case.
my 11-12 will be so Shami slash Nokia. I'm looking at if Shami plays well, it's okay. But if Shami is not, then Nokia is the bet. That's it.
Yeah.
And then Mayank
So
and Mohsin at 12.
do you think they'll finish in the top four?
I'll put it
I
as
think the bowling
maybe
is too.
because of their batting.
Whoa.
Because
I think
they might hit at 11, concede at 10, and then still should be fine.
Okay, maybe. Lalit,
I think it's going to be same like last year. Their bowling is going to leak up. Maybe they'll be in a better position. They might finish sixth. What did I say? They finished at seventh. No, they
seventh.
might finish sixth, and they might be like
So no,
one better. No.
no. Okay. Kishore.
As Naveen said, I think they might have because their batting is too big a monster for them. Because
So maybe.
the problem is if they're chasing, they each of them can single-handedly win you a game even of 200 plus. So that
No,
is where
the thing is, the problem is Marsh is also not fully fit. So
yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
need Marsh.
If
Look at
if if
Maskram.
So the thing is, their batting, right? Whatever they did last year, they have to repeat again. Last year, that was a phenomenal
Yeah.
season where they were really up.
Yeah.
That means they have to play again that way,
Yeah.
and still their bowling has to perform better than last year
Yeah.
for them
So
to finish.
for me, it's a no because I don't trust Puran
Yeah.
to have the same season, especially because he's not been playing consistent cricket,
Yeah.
right? So for me, it's a no. Bhuvan,
No, they will be Mr. Consistent and finish 7th.
very good. Yeah.
I'm putting them
Moving.
at sixth. One
Okay.
better position.
Yeah. Moving to the next team, Sunrisers.
I'll make it easy. I'll make it very easy. They did it in 24. They missed out by a whisker in 25. They'll do it in 26. See, this
Whoa!
is I'll give you simple mathematics. Okay, their run rate last year was 10.01. Their economy rate last year was 9.91. Okay, basic maths. You hit more than you concede, and you will qualify. It did not work out for them last year. It will work out for them this year. I mean,
You're
they
saying
have bought
you're saying
in.
basic math should work out, but now you're saying it didn't work out last year.
I mean, there was one no result as well. Maybe that affected it. That was for RCB as RCB and KKR match.
Even Punjab had a no result. But anyways.
Yeah. So, I mean, these numbers, when I was going through these numbers, it was
Yeah.
like so good. Like their home, they are striking at 11 per over in power play
In Hyderabad.
with the loss of 1 wicket. मेरे को एक चीज बोलने का है इसमें कराची का रोड से भी बदतर है वो क्या है ये यही है यही
So
यही है
can you did you
Rawalpindi ka road the.
so at some point in future I want to do this deep dive. That is what I want to see. Hyderabad, they might hit 11. How is the opposition doing? What is the average in Hyderabad? Any team can come hit and go in Hyderabad. I think Ayush Matre had a phenomenal run in Hyderabad. Didn't he actually score the shit out of SRH bowling?
So, people, if you want to see more videos like this, please let us know in the comments because we are very much interested in making videos like this. And if you have liked this video so far, please drop us a like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, sorry, Naveen, continue.
Yeah, so basically I'll go to the 11, 12.
Okay,
So,
directly, yes.
and then we can proceed. So it'll be Abhishek, Head, Kishan, Klassen, Reddy, Ankit, who was fined for them last year.
Mm.
And then I have to play Harsh Dubey because I couldn't find anyone there. And then you go Cummins, and I don't think Malinga is fit, so maybe Kars instead of Malinga. And then Zishan, Harshal, and Unadkat.
Yeah.
So
What did you
the
say
only
there?
sorry,
Bowling is Cummins Cars, Ishan, no Ishan
Zishan,
Malinga,
Harshal,
Zishan
and
Ansari,
Unadkat.
You said
Harshal and Unadkat.
9.91 last year was the rate, right?
Bowling is दुआओं में याद रखना. That's it.
Yeah. With Bridal Cards, make it 10. neatly. Let's just increase
With
point one just
With
for
who?
you.
Sorry?
Brighton Cars.
Cars and no Malinga.
Cars.
Just make
If
it.
not Cars, then they
If
have
not
Livingston.
Cars, then they have to go to Livingston.
or Jack Edwards.
Yeah.
So I would give a shot to Livingston because I don't know if I can trust Klassen and Nitish and how they are going to perform. If Klassen is not performing for a couple of matches, I will try Livingston.
No, would you try Kamindu Mendes ahead of Livingston?
So Livingston can at
Kamindu has
least
not performed for 1.5 years. That is the only concern for me. That is why I did not
and
consider Kamindu
and
at all.
and SRH is a road, right? You might still think that some blind swinging by
No,
Livingston might come through.
no, in that case, I'll go for Jack Edwards because he has a really long bat. Whatever the big bash I have seen, that he has a really long lever than uh, what Livingston has. Like he
Oh
can,
no, you
if
need a
it's a
number
go.
4, number 5 though, right? Jack Edwards, can he play number 4, number 5?
No, so that's when
That's a
you
little
you
too
mess up
much
with.
now.
Had
That's a little too
Malinga
much.
been there, it would have been too easy for SRH to qualify because Malinga is injured.
I don't trust this team to qualify.
Really?
So,
And
With
the
that
bowling
bad
attack.
no,
With
only
that
top 3,
bowling.
no. But that, no, even top, like, we don't know. See, Klassen is not playing regular cricket. We don't know what form Nitish is in. After that, you have number 7, Harsh Dubey. And number 6, I forgot his name. What is number 6?
Ankit.
Ankit.
Ankit was a find last season. This is the second season he's playing. That's after 3, you just don't know what's going to happen. And even in that, if head has a slightly off season, then you are doomed. That this team is doomed with bat and ball.
I will say one thing. For the reference, I'm using the last video, so do check it out. So, in last video we said batting wins you matches, bowling wins you tournament. Where is bowling?
With
All you have
Cummins
picked is
coming.
Indian finds. If they perform, good for India. That's the
Cummins is coming.
whole perspective of this. If they perform, India is finding gems. If they don't perform, I
No,
don't know what will
what
happen.
gems are we talking about? Unadkat and Harshal.
No,
No, they have
the
That's
rest
Mavi
of
as
their
well.
bowling.
They have
They have
Mavi as
Mavi.
well.
But by the way,
yeah,
Cummins and
but
Hazelwood are
Praful
coming, is
Inge,
what I've heard.
Amit Kumar,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shakib Hussain, Onkar Tarmale. Sorry if I am taking any name wrong. So this is what I'm talking about. If anybody comes and performs, it is a fine for India. I don't think anybody is gonna come into this team. They believe in keeping the team consistent with Vittoria and Cummins. I think this would
Will
preferably be their starting line.
Will Cummins play with the
Yeah.
injury?
Yeah. No. I think
I think he's
maybe
coming,
going
but
to
I'm
come.
not sure how much they'll play. Let me be
Yeah.
honest. I don't know about Cummins and Hazelwood. Both of them are supposed to be coming, but I'm not sure how much they'll
Hazelwood,
play.
sorry.
But Hazel God, just to say, right, Harshal is a year older. Are those revolutions going to come out the same way?
I
Right?
mean, he was not that great last year as well. Like he was
No,
up and down.
the thing is he was going at 9, right?
No, he was
Because
going at
No.
11.
He was going at
11.
10. He was just
11.
He
getting
was going
beaten.
at
no,
11 or 12
11,
when he
11,
was
not even
going.
10. Harshal will go in that Hyderabad ground. You think they can't beat
Hyderabad
Harshal?
ground is
They will beat the, sorry for my language, but the back out of him. That ground is going to get scored. The only thing is getting middle over or
In
close to
in
death
this
over.
opportunity, I would also criticize HCA. Poor management all
Extremely,
around.
extremely poor management. HCA, get your order, whatever, wherever. There are 4 HCA people here and one obviously ACA person, but HCA, please. Anyways, please do not try to be complaining about HCA. Okay,
We are just
we are Hyderabad cricket fans. That's all.
regional base we fall there, but
yeah.
not at all associated
In
to
that case, we are
HCA by
JCA.
Yeah, there
JSC.
are
no,
2
JCA.
HCA, 2 JSCA, 1 Andhra
JCA,
Cricket
1
Association.
ACA. Again, only no association to the cricket, just regionally
Yeah,
we fall there.
but okay. So you are confident. Okay, Kishore, you were saying that Harshal went at 11.
Mm. It's difficult. But I think Samaran Ravichandran, I think he had a good season if I'm not
Smaran,
wrong.
yeah, Ravichandran
Smaran,
Smaran.
yeah.
He for me should be the one who should be going into that team. That
So
man
instead of
nearly.
Harshal or Unadkat? I think
No, he's a
Unadkat
batter.
No, he's a
He's a
batter. He's a
batter.
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 He's
My
a
bad, my bad.
batter.
Who
So
will so maybe
Instead
instead
of
of Harsh Dubey we get that number 7
But
then.
who
No,
will
Dubey
ball?
has to
Harsh
play.
Dubey can ball.
Harsh Dubey has to be there because he balled really well for them last season. Him and Zishan
so
would
if
be your
Aniket
middle order.
doesn't perform, you can get in Smaran.
Or if
yeah, we can
Klaasen
skip
doesn't
that.
Can't.
perform,
No,
even if
the
Klaasen doesn't
problem is
perform,
the Indian batters, they're very less. No, like,
But why do you require them? You need a Abhishek or a Kishan to go so that it solves your 20 overs,
No.
right?
I'm saying just
No,
so
so the
so.
thing is, after number three, if there is a vacuum, right, you need to try different things. Moran is one, but I would still say that I would also throw someone like Livingston into the
But
hat just because he's an all-rounder.
we are kind of going in the territory of two gun players have to fail, right? In Klassen and Reddy
see,
for you to
And Klassen
ensure.
no,
retired. Post-retirement is not playing regular cricket.
Yeah.
The
for
downside
the
So
thing is
I
Poland
he's
case, I will say
really.
for Klaasen as well. Like Klaasen is not playing regularly. You
so
don't know
You're
what
talking
also
about Klassen
Also
only.
Klassen's had a very poor SA 20.
Poor
I was checking his
SA 20.
record. Klassen's SA 20
Very
record was
poor
very poor.
SA 20. So
I'm
starting
worried
last
for.
IPL, Klassen has been on a down low. So, and
So
Nitish, I don't know with all the things going on in his
so
international career.
okay. My thing is, I understand what you're saying, right? In IPL 2024, they went gung ho, but they still lost because their two poor batting performances came in qualifier one and final.
Yeah.
Right? What happens on the day when they get a poor batting performance? They don't have the bowling to back it up.
Yeah, but
2025, we have seen that,
all
right?
you need is 8 wins,
2025.
right, to qualify.
Qualify, no, right? Like, okay, let's assume they qualify, but they're not going to win it,
No, I
right?
don't. Naveen, are
Even
you
to
saying you're going to
qualify,
win?
right? All you need is 8 wins.
the,
But what happens on the crucial win, right? Their batting fails.
do you think teams can use the off-spin tactic that it's being tried against India, where because you
Yeah.
have
No, I
no,
don't think
Again,
Abhishek and
because
Kishan.
again, I'm just going to say this. Hyderabad ground, you can't do jack thing.
Yeah.
You can't
no
do anything.
in
That's
in
the
any
only reason
in
I'm
भाई
any
saying.
अभी अभी
I
हमने
any
हैदराबाद के बारे में इतना बात किया we have jinxed it. I think the Hyderabad pitch is going to be this weird tacky kind of a wicket
If it is
and
a, if
nay,
it
nay,
is a
nay.
tacky
no no
pitch,
no it is the same. We can't hear you.
sure, we are dropped.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think the Sunrisers Hyderabad management won't let it be a tacky one. I think they have a good. They know who to talk in HCA to have the roots, so they'll get their
no,
roots.
my problem, my simple thing is, if they fail, they don't have bowling. All right, and you can't try off spin tactic also because all pitches are flat. Because now ICC is making pitches you are finding difficult to hit and everything.
Still, Wankhede is a road only in a way. Even Eden Gardens is a road.
Chennai is a road man.
Chennai is a
Chennai,
road.
exactly. Chennai is
In
a road.
India, the
Wankhede at
pitches
least
are
there is
behaved the
spin.
same way.
You
In Sri
know,
Lanka, it is where
one pitch that actually we'll anyway get to it last year that I was very shocked. There are only two pitches that can do something. RCB, I mean, the Chinnaswamy somehow turned out to be a low scoring, and Ekana is just some stupid ass pitch.
No, but I think the Wankhede pitch in the World Cup is spinning. Right,
Yeah,
there is turn in that, and even
there's
the
turn.
Eden Gardens, I'm not sure. Even the Ahmedabad pitch had some amount of.
The
Ahmedabad
thing
and
is,
Delhi.
with
Ahmedabad is
Ahmedabad,
the only one that is weird. See,
no, the
rest
problem
all
is
are
it was
roads.
which pitch you are using, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah. The
Ahmedabad,
soil,
Exactly,
it's
that
black
is what I
black,
was
soil
going to
mix.
say.
black
And
versus
It
red.
depends
In
on black and
Ahmedabad,
red
you
and
only
black.
don't know what you are going to get and play. So
Yeah. So okay. Now we've got. So Naveen says they will definitely qualify.
yeah.
So I will put them as top four. Uh, uh, Bhuvan, what do you think?
no,
Okay. Uh, Kishore?
Again, man, it's just their batting. Maybe because, as I said, the batting is so good that even though the opposition scores 220 or 230, they have the firepower to
Take.
easily get there.
Fair enough.
And on those Hyderabad pitch, you never know if they keep on chasing, they might simply hit those runs that is required.
Yeah. Lalit?
I'd say no. I think they'll fall off sixth also. Sixth was a higher finish than they should have last year.
So
I
last
think
year,
they'll
what
fall
happened
off
was they gained momentum at the end,
at the end.
and they won
Exactly.
I
at the start.
think that is only because of Abhishek came into form late. After the seventh
Exactly.
match, Abhishek came into form.
So the
Yeah,
other thing that happened was I think the management started second questioning themselves whether these pitches were right or wrong, etc. See, I am leaning towards a no because I am not even sure of Cummins' bowling form. Had I known Cummins' bowling form, I would have said yes or even a maybe. A maybe, not a yes. But
yes.
because I don't know Cummins' bowling form, I'll say no. And yeah, that brings
And
to an end for SRH. Uh, we have reviewed 5 teams here, and I hope all of you have had fun. If you have liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to House That Cuz. And thank you for watching.